Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Tanaka with a WBZ News update. All lanes of the Mass Pike are back open in Newton and Weston. Mass DOT says construction crews completed work ahead of schedule on that bridge replacement project. Officials say they were able to reopen all the lanes by 11:15 last night. Of course, this weekend was the second and final weekend of lane closures in the area. Started Friday night, and yeah, there were some major backups. Well, Governor Healey says she's been briefed by Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem about the threat from Iran following this weekend's strikes. She says Noem spoke with her yesterday afternoon about the heightened threat environment across the country. The governor says there are no specific threats against Massachusetts at this time. And Massachusetts Attorney General Andrea Campbell will testify in the nation's capital today. She's going to speak in front of the Joint Congressional Judiciary Committee to discuss actions she's taking to, quote, hold the Trump administration accountable. Democratic attorneys general from Minnesota, Illinois, and New Jersey will also testify. All four have been vocal critics of the current White House. All right, it's going to be really hot. Here's Lexi O'Connor with a check of your next weather forecast.
Yeah, we're in an extreme heat warning for much of the state through today and through tomorrow. It's all but Cape Cod, the islands, and the Berkshires in that warning. So areas in pink here, this is where it could feel like 100 to 110 degrees today and tomorrow. So you do want to take extra precautions for this high heat. It is going to be very hot again for today. Yesterday we hit 94 degrees in Boston, and that would be the first 90-degree day in this stretch. So if we hit 3 consecutive days in at or above 90 degrees, this will be our first heat wave of the season. We also hit the low 90s on Friday, but then Saturday was a little cooler. Tuesday still looking like the hottest day, and then Wednesday in Boston, I think a sea breeze will keep us below that 90-degree mark, but some inland spots will still climb into the 90s. For today, we're going to warm up quickly, starting off in the 70s this morning, and we'll continue to climb through the 80s and then 90s for this afternoon. We will have some light winds coming in out of the west. That's going to allow a sea breeze to develop today, so that will keep coastal areas slightly cooler, especially towards Cape Cod and the islands. So if you want some relief from the heat, head towards the coast, but interior spots will climb into the mid 90s for highs. So it is going to be a hot one. And when you factor in the higher humidity with dew points up near 70 degrees, this is what it will feel like later this afternoon, feeling into the hundreds. That's what it feels like with that humidity. And again, a little bit more comfortable towards the coastline. Tuesday, it gets even hotter with feels like temperatures between 100 and 110 degrees. Clear skies for today. We have high pressure in control, keeping us sunny and hot, and temperatures will continue to climb tomorrow. Tuesday's highs near 100 degrees, even towards Boston and the coast. Cape Cod and the islands will be a little bit cooler, but still well above average in the 80s and even some low 90s. Wednesday, finally a little bit more relief back in the 80s towards the coastline, but still some inland spots climbing into the low 90s. We get back into the 70s, more seasonable temperatures starting on Thursday through the end of the week. But unfortunately, Chris, that comes with a chance for some scattered showers or some thunderstorms. Doesn't look like washouts any days, but when the end of the week will definitely be unsettled. You need to keep that umbrella handy. So if you don't like the heat, hang in there. And if you do like it, enjoy this hot start to the week.
Ooh. All right, Lexi, thanks. This has been a WBZ News Update. I'm Chris Tanaka. Have a great day.